Hey guys, it is still Marine Corps Week as we approach the birthday, and I'm still sharing some of my personal insights into the greatest that is us, Marines. Today I want to talk about our world recognized, world renowned Esprit De Corps, our ability to build this spirit of relationship, of teamwork, of camaraderie, of dedication, of loyalty that is respected all around the globe, especially by those that unfortunately oppose us. And some of the secrets into this magic is in our origin, where we come from. Not as individuals, because we all come to the Corps from all walks of life, from every economic stature, from every part of the globe. We find ourselves there. But we all end up in some very common places. On the enlisted side, whether in my hometown, Paris Island, or San Diego, or if we go back in time before we fully had our shit together, we had a segregated boot camp for blacks in Moffett Point, North Carolina. But in the event, we all had these destinations, places where we had to go to start our journey. And while we were there, we weren't taught the individual skills we would be called upon to use in our careers. We were basically educated on who we were, what that meant, and what that would always mean. When I was crawling on my back in Quantico in the mud at the Marine Corps Officer Basic School, which is where all Marine Corps officers start, next to me in that mud were people that were going to specialize in infantry, tank commanders, electronics, avionics, communications, public relations, all of it. We were all at that same place in that same mud, getting appropriately counseled by the loving top of the voice of a shaved head instructor, reminding us again who we were, what that meant, and what that would always mean. And it's from there we go on to learn the individual and specialized skill sets we would then apply to who we were as an organization. So I'm wondering, when I look out now across corporate America at organizations much, much smaller and easier to organize than the Marine Corps, when they bring in new people into their fold and they're indoctrinating them or going through an onboarding process, how much time do they spend on getting them a badge, getting them a desk, getting them a phone or a laptop, having them fill out their healthcare paperwork or whatever it is they do to start? How much of that onboarding effort is focused on that as opposed to focus on telling them who you are, what that means, and what you intend that will always mean? Because I'm going to argue that everything else will come downstream from that idea, will come downstream from that simple idea. And it's just ideas, words, philosophy. But those are the most powerful things that will guide us now and into the future. So, food for thought. There's something to be said about how we do it. We didn't just fall to the top of the mountain. We learned some things along the way, and we get really, really good at it. And that's some insight into what makes us so freaking awesome.